Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we are playing Fallout 4 once again.
Hey there.
What? No, it can't.
Oh, it's the Vault-Tec rep.
It's you
Oh,
from Sanctuary Hills, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Sanctuary.
What? You don't remember me? I sold you that space in the vault. But then I wasn't on the list to get in. But you, look at you. 200 years and you're still perfect. How? How's that possible?
Being put in a freezer would do that.
The vault had these pods that froze us in place. I only thawed out recently.
What? Vault-Tec never told me that. Unbelievable.
I know, it's
I
absolute
had to get to
disrespect.
the future the hard way. Living through the filth, the decay, and the bloodshed. Look at me. I'm a ghoul. A freak.
Well, you could look
Don't
worse.
take this the wrong way, but you were pretty ugly before.
You know, you're the only other person I met from before. Oh God, I've been so alone here. No Commonwealth settlement, once a ghoul with 200 years of Vault-Tec seals experience.
I'm not surprised. Just because you've
Hey,
been
you know, you
alive
could head
200
back to
years doesn't mean you
Sanctuary.
worked
I'll come visit. I promise.
Really?
for 200 years.
You will? Okay, I'll head over there right now. You promise you'll come visit, right? I'll see you there.
Yay.
Hi.
Oh man, someone new. You need some jet, man? Home brewed, reasonable prices?
No thanks.
You have any work?
Yeah, actually, you might be perfect. You know the gunners, right? The high-end mercenaries? Well, a few of them were talking about scavenging around that old hallucinogen building. I mean, just think about that name. There's gotta be some shit there that's out of this world. You get me something, I pay you 200 caps.
I don't think 200's
Your
enough.
offer's a little low, Fred.
All right, let's make it 250.
Not
A little
good
bit
enough.
more.
You said there's already a crew of mercs there.
I did say that, didn't I? How about 300?
Good neighbors
More.
full of chem addicts. You have plenty of money to fund this job.
Okay, okay. You got me. 400 caps, that's all I can put out.
That's fine,
All right,
yeah,
Fred.
let's go.
We have a deal.
You're the best. The absolute best.
Thanks.
Sweet Pip-Boy, brother. You hold on to that.
Hey, Magnolia.
Something I can do for you, handsome?
Do you know Imogene Cabot?
Imogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Were you a friend of hers?
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Are they
I'm
though?
glad somebody's looking out for her. She seemed like a body that could use...
Uh-huh.
I didn't mean to do that, whoops.
I just need to know where she is.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Imogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible. Pam, would you come over here a minute?
What's happening? Are we gonna die?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this fine gentleman here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Oh yeah, well that makes
thanks, honey.
sense.
You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Okay, right, so waddled all the way down here.
Here to learn about our movement?
No, thank you.
Sure, why not?
Brother
Whoops.
Thomas is the one you need to talk to. He'll fill you in with all the details.
Then don't ask
Welcome,
me stupid
neighbor.
questions.
We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken?
Well, yeah, a
Do you
nuke
ever
has just
wonder
been
why
dropped.
things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
I don't think there were any good old days. For the past 200 years.
That's what I used to think. Until I found a way to make a difference. To transform my life. And maybe everyone else's too. We call ourselves the Pillars of the Community. We're a pretty new movement, so you may not have heard of us. But we're
No.
growing fast all across the Commonwealth, and you can be part of this exciting future. Step right
No, thanks.
this way, and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it.
I'm looking for Imogene Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Imogene is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
I just need to make sure she's okay.
You've got my word. She's fine. She's just staying in her room right now. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is.
Well, my
She's
wife's
not
dead for
seeing
the past
anybody
200
until
years,
she
so no, I
cools
don't.
off.
I'm a friend of the family. Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
A few words with the lady and we'll be out of your hair.
Look, the truth is, we had a little, disagreement about her joining the movement. She got kind of violent. So I locked her in there until I could figure out what to do with her. If you're willing to take her off my hands, let me unlock the door for you, and then she's all yours. I've got to warn you, she's way stronger than she
Not
looks.
sure we want to see
Took all of us
whatever kind
combined
of
to even get her
performances
locked up
go
in
on
there.
here now.
Right then.
She's all yours, neighbor.
Release the beast.
You must be Imogene.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society, back when there was any.
That means nothing to me
Actually,
at all.
there's only one vial of the serum left. Raiders got the rest.
I'd better get home before Mother convinces Jack that she needs all of it. That he could still be such a mama's boy at his age is ridiculous. I'm so disappointed in Thomas. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we came here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Your boyfriend Thomas was a real charmer.
I was done with him. And he shouldn't have locked me in here. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Edward! Edward!
This place is more a museum
Edward,
than
switch
home.
over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
Gee, now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Does that mean I have to go and help?
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's
What a
happening,
shame.
Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
Right,
What's
okay.
going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
Probably use the serum.
I found Emma Jean. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
Thank God. At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here, I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum...
That's what I was saying.
Explaining their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old.
Yeah,
but it
okay.
also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, great.
I think it's time you told me what's really going on at Parsons.
You're right. It's past time you knew.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling him all this?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours. In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
And he's got abilities
exactly what
as well.
abilities does he have?
Enhanced strength, unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. Oh, and a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. That's why I've built a dampening field into his cell. Which is why we really need to stop these intruders before they turn it off. Before we go, I need you to understand something.
Oh my God.
When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Yeah, why not?
Got it.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack,
Edward's probably dead.
and try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
Great. Well, anyway, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe us, and come back for the next one. Thank you, and goodbye.